When it comes to decluttering and organizing and just maintaining a section of your home, for example, my desk, which sits in our living room, it can be hard to know how to even start. It's a mess, and sometimes it can be really debilitating because I have not wanted to start, and the longer and longer I waited, the worse this got, because all I kept doing was putting stuff on here for me to do later. It's a habit that sometimes is needed when you have a busy life or you don't feel like dealing with it. And now it's just to the point that I can't even sit here and work or do anything. So I have to make some progress on this. Do I start with a category? Like, do I do all of my returns? Do I put all of my lessons plans where they belong? Do I organize and make my content plan for YouTube and for the blog? Do I do the action paperwork that's over here requiring my attention? When we're decluttering or working on an organization project or just a little area of our homes that is needing our attention, it can be hard to start because it's so much. And you've let it get to be so much day after day, and you don't start it because it's too much, and then keep adding to it because you don't feel like dealing with it, but you just keep putting more things for you to do later onto your desk. That's what I do, and that's where I'm sitting here today with my desk is what needs to be done. So I'm just going to start, and we're going to do it together, and maybe this will motivate you to tackle one little area of your house too. Today I'm tackling my desk. I'm Erica Lucas. The vision of this channel is to share videos that help you declutter one day at a time and simplify your life a little bit one day at a time. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is put all the returns behind me on the couch because those are kind of easy. I have a lot of trash. I should have brought a trash bag over. I'm just gonna put the trash up here in the fireplace. Sometimes getting started is annoying. Not something we want to do because we know it's going to be time consuming, or we know it's just going to be too much decision making that needs to happen, and so we don't do it, and then we'll just let it build and build and build. And that is what I've done here. I don't even know what is the situation. What? I don't even know how I print it. Oh yeah, okay. So these are the upcoming lessons for music. I'm going to have a good bit here that's lesson planning that belongs over in our dining room for school. So I'm just going to start a pile for that. This is a book, a library book that I went to the library and stood in front of the librarian and said, I honestly cannot find this book in my house. I have turned it inside out. I cannot find this book. I need to buy it from you because I don't have a way of returning it for you. I've checked it out. We've lost it, and now I need to buy it. And the library gave me a credit. They just said you get to do that 3 times before they start charging you at my library. I found it. So now I have to go back to the library and give this back to them, and yeah. We'll talk about this for one more second here. We have a process we have a system in our house for library books. The library books live in now that I'm just talking about it, my system has some holes in it. So I was going to say one place. Well, there's library returns. They go in the pink bag hanging by the front door. There's library books that we're presently using in school. They're in the dining room. There's library books that go in a basket that's in our family room that we're not using, but we intend to read. And then sometimes library books wander into the kids' rooms and get lost. So my system has holes and has failed me. More trash. More school. Well, that did good on this little section here, didn't it? Do you ever sometimes feel like there's a bug crawling on your skin, but there's not? Like ghost bugs? The stuff that goes elsewhere is what I'm making a bag for. And then this is something that's going to stay here. It's a work thing. This is just a random post-it I wrote myself. Okay, this is an action item. I talked about this recently in 17 things to declutter as you approach the holidays, because you know it's in the back of your mind right now that it's October, but you know it's coming. Those holidays are coming. And this was like number 16, I think. Magazines. Get rid of magazines you don't need. I don't know how I got on this one. Backwoods Home Magazine. I do not know how I got on the subscription. They have my name and address correct and everything. It's not like I'm getting somebody else's magazine, but I don't want this. So the action is for me, I guess, to contact them and then put this in the recycling bin. So I need a pile of things requiring my action. This is a bit. Usually I like to write the check for these right away. Whoopsie. Okay, I got bifocals. Last time I got lenses in February. I got bifocals, and I'm still here in October trying to figure out like where my head goes so I can see out of the bottom or the top part of my bifocals. Still trying to like figure that out. Anybody else have that problem? I have a mailbox where I receive letters and gifts from you guys. They sent it to there, and it's just a thank you note for having this channel. And these, I love comments like that, and I love letters like this that I don't know you. You're a stranger to me, but I'm not a stranger to you. And I have said something or done something that has helped you. And that for me is so powerful and so motivating. And on those days that I don't know that I want to do this anymore, because it is something that is time consuming and I have to figure out where the balance in my life is. Letters like this just make me realize that we're not alone in this world, and we all struggle with stuff, and we all struggle with organization, and it's okay to be honest and real about it. So I save every single one of these in a little basket in my office closet upstairs. So this goes elsewhere. And that's this pile. I'm also acutely aware of the dust that has built on my desk. Okay. More trash. Now that I've cleared some things away, I'm aware of the dust. Okay. This is the dog's vaccination, most recent vaccination, and his little chippy taggy thing. This is paperwork to be filed. That'll go here because it goes elsewhere. Yikes, is this another bill? What does the matter with me? Yep, okay. These are those medical copay bills that you get from insurance and stuff. And I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I'll pay that. Pop it on my desk and then I forget. It's a lot of trash. I should really go get a trash can. I don't feel like doing this, but it has to be done. Let's work. Also work. I have a lot of little like ideas and notes for the blog and then for this channel, or just like things I'm trying to understand better in analytics for both of those things. And so that's what all these little notes are on my little notebooks. Very clever book if you're a Stanley Tucci fan. It's just a really great book about his background, his upbringing, his grandparents and his parents, and how they came to New York. And in here he has some really lovely, simple, basic recipes, Italian recipes from his parents and his grandparents. And I also have his cookbook. So this just has to go on the bookshelf. This goes elsewhere. So you just need to go in the taxes folder. More trash. It's very satisfying to crumple a piece of paper and throw it up on the fireplace. I need to get it together. This is 3 weeks. It's well, maybe a little longer worth of things requiring my attention. Anyway, cards. Ooh. Andy gave this to me for Christmas. It is a gift card for a massage place. It's October. I and he's reminded me probably 10 times. He probably has a monthly reminder to remind me to go get my massage gift taken care of. So I'm just gonna move this right to the top of the pile, requiring my attention. Book the massage. Things I need to talk to Andy about. That's what this stack is right there. Okay. All right, great. So we have, this is a work pile that needs to be organized. I'm refining my process still on that guy. All right, this is school. I'm just gonna throw this one out because that's fun to do. Our envelopes, right now this is the 100 envelope savings challenge. So anytime I have some extra cash in my wallet, I've just been like counting what the amount is. These are mostly 10s and 5s. I've just been counting the amount and then scribbling it off on the thingy. So if it's $1, you cross off the 1. If you put in $18, you color in the 18 block. And once you get 1 through 100, you have $5,000. I thought that was just fun. My other envelopes, if you're curious, date night. That guy's empty right now. Oh no, it's not. There's money in here. Ooh, maybe we can go on a date. Oh, I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got $100 in date night. Well, that's great news. Doesn't cover the cost of a babysitter, but we need, date night for us is about $200 to $300, depending on what we want to do. Most of that goes towards the babysitter because she's got all 3 kids and the dog. I got gymnastics, that's empty. Swim, that's empty. Dining out, like, you know, Chick-fil-A, that's empty. Some Christmas, I got saved up here. I got some money in Christmas. I have $200 saved into the Christmas folder. That's good because it's about that time. I had this idea that I would save $100 a month set aside for new glasses that I need every year. February, March, I usually get that done. There's no money in that wallet. Let's do this. I feel a lot better about my desk right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is put stuff that belongs elsewhere. That's really easy because all of these things have a home in my house. This is my pile requiring my attention. And what should be on top? The massage. So I have two big action thingies here. One, my work pile. I just need to organize, you know, what blogs I'm writing next, what videos I'm recording next. That's what that pile is. This is just the basket that stays here all the time. This is a love note from my husband. Makes me smile. And then this is all things that require my action. And I should really honestly do that right now. And then I have to throw the trash out. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to throw the trash out and then I'm going to attend to this. That's what I'm going to do right now because I'm going to see this through. The reason it got like that was because I was avoiding this pile. So I'm going to stop avoiding it. I'm going to force myself to finish this. And sometimes it can be hard to start and sometimes it can be hard to finish when you're decluttering and organizing your house. If you are struggling with feeling stuck while you're decluttering, I, in this video, talk about a way to reverse that and try to think about stuff differently and think about what to keep instead of what to get rid of. And I don't want to keep this pile anymore, so I'm going to do it.